was gonna read some of these tweets, but I won't. They're pretty funny though. I have a message for Bernie Sanders supporters. Yeah, some of the tweets are gonna read were Biden supporters trying to convince Bernie supporters why they should vote for Biden in November instead of voting either Trump or voting Green Party or not voting at all. And the tactics they were using was basically fear and terror and insults. You vote my way, or else you're responsible for electing Trump for 4 more years. If you don't vote for Biden, you are putting a fascist in front of the country. If you don't do what I say, then you are an asshole. You deserve to blah, blah, blah. It's just, it doesn't help. I mean, if you're trying to garner votes, if you're trying to bring people over to your cause, you don't insult them and you don't give them an ultimatum. That's probably the very, very last thing you do because it will always backfire. And they don't see this. And I was going to read some of the tweets that I was reading, and it's like, wow, like some of these tweets are fucking dark. Like, calm down. But, anyways, I want to do a quick video. I have a message for Bernie Sanders supporters, and it may be kind of crazy to hear, but just hear me out. You want Donald Trump to win in 2020. And because of that, you should vote for Donald Trump in 2020. I know, it seems shocking, but it's the truth. Why? Because in order for progressive policies to be implemented in the future, you need a Dem exit. You need the complete disintegration of the Democratic Party. If Biden wins in 2020, you are forestalling that. You are pushing it back by at least 8 years. Why do I say 8 years? Because if Biden wins, he'll be running again in 2024, or his VP candidate will. And what that means, the establishment Dems will still have their political agenda. They will still be pushing that same political agenda. What Bernie Sanders was pushing and what his supporters want, that won't be part of the platform in 2024. It will still be, in essence, the corporate Dem agenda. So you need a Dem exit. And the only way to get a Dem exit is to see Biden lose in 2020. And not just by a little bit, but by a landslide. The bigger the win is for Trump, the more quickly the Democratic Party will dissolve and a new party will form, a new workers' party, a new party that is adopting Bernie Sanders' policies. And this is where you come in. If you really want this type of change you are pushing, if you believe in the causes that Bernie Sanders has been pushing for the last 4 years, last 8 years, then you need Biden to lose and you want Trump to win. And the greater the defeat, the sooner the Democratic Party will dissolve, and the sooner you will have a new party formed that will adhere to progressive policies that you want to implement. Biden won't do that. Biden supporters won't do that. The corporate media, who have been attacking and denigrating Bernie 24/7, and who have been pushing Biden since the very get-go, just like they were pushing Hillary Clinton before the first votes were cast, they're never going to back you up. And even if you vote for Biden and Trump still wins, they're going to blame you anyways. So why? Why would you vote for Biden? So I don't blame anyone that's a Bernie Sanders supporter for not voting, but I think you should vote for Trump. You want Trump to win. And I bring this up because many people ask me who I'm going to vote for, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to vote for Trump. I was going to vote for Trump either way. And they ask me why, and it's really a simple answer. Let me ask you something. Be honest with yourself. How much different is your life with 4 years of Trump? Is your life that much worse than it was 4 years ago? Are you that worse off? Now, forget about the pandemic, okay? Nobody could have prevented this. It didn't matter how stringent we were. Yes, Trump could have handled it better, but he also could have handled it worse. We actually aren't doing too bad, technically speaking, but just ignore the pandemic for now. In general, is your life that much worse, or is it better? Me personally, nothing much has changed. I make a little bit more money than I did under Obama administration because of the tax break, but it's not that much more. So I'm pretty much the same. So why would I go back to Biden, who is losing his goddamn mind? He is in severe cognitive decline. Why would I go back to him and all that stuff that goes with him and just stay with Trump? So you shouldn't be afraid. Trump is not a fascist. When I hear that, I have debated so many people on that freaking topic, and the reasons they use why Trump is a fascist, they literally, those characteristics can fit any U.S. president still alive and any U.S. president from the last 100 years. I won't get into them. Maybe that's a topic for another video, but Trump is not a fascist. He has not really changed things that drastically from the Obama administration. Do you really want someone in cognitive decline to be president of the United States that will push your political proclivities, your political motivations back at least 8 years? Or do you want Trump to win? Suffer, I use suffer in air quotation marks, 4 more years of Trump, then come at him again with a new progressive candidate. I think the choice is obviously clear. So yeah, go out and vote in November, vote for Donald Trump, let the Democratic Party completely dissolve, and rebuild it from the ground up. Rebuild it away from the corporate Dems, from the Pelosi's, from the Maxine Waters, from the Kamala Harris's, the Joe Bidens, from the corporate left media. Get them all out. Rebuild it from the ground up with the Workers' Party, with progressive policies. And to do that, you need Donald Trump to win. You need him to win in a landslide. And I'm done.